And Happy New Year and welcome to Real Teens Real Talk, where it's our goal to create a platform for young people to openly discuss key issues that affect them and the lives of their peers. Now don't you go anywhere, we'll be right back. RT.
All kids have trouble staying within the lines. After the third grade, it could be a sign of a learning disability. With the right help, most kids go on to do well in school. Call now to help your child manage his learning disability. There's no reason to be held back.
Reasons lions roar is to warn threatening bachelor males from other prides to stay away from their young. Here, a lion cub gets a lesson in proper roaring from its father. Teaching this behavior is not just crucial to the pride, but also to the survival of the species. Just a reminder how important it is for fathers to spend time with their children.
Welcome back to Real Teens Real Talk, and I'm your host, Carolyn. Welcome to the new year, new season of Real Teens Real Talk. Today we're going to discuss tattoos, but before we do that, we're going to introduce our cast with our name, our age, and the school that we attend.
Hi, I'm Holly Childs. I'm 13 years old and I attend West Middle.
Hi, I'm Oriana Pritchett. I'm 16 and I go to Sweet Home High School.
Hi, I'm Izaria Ortiz. I'm 17 and I go to Charter School for Applied Technologies.
All right. So today we're going to discuss tattoos. Now, let's start with the definition like we always do. Tattoos. Tattoo is a mark with an indelible design. An indelible means a mark that cannot be removed. Now, I know it's 2017 now. It feels so weird saying 2017.
I know.
It's 2017 now. But, and you can, probably laser them off and do things like that. Right. But initially, once you get one, it's not coming off. Okay, you can't erase it.
Right.
Mr. Scrub, it ain't gonna work. I clean, not gonna happen. So, that's what tattoos are. So, my first question, I'm sure everybody's like, would you get one? That's the question. Would you want a tattoo? Yes or no? If so, why? Why not? Go with you.
Okay. I would definitely get a tattoo. I plan on getting a lot of tattoos.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Right,
I think getting a tattoo, it lets you express yourself in a different way. And it's an art form. I just think it's cool too, like piercings.
Okay. Ow.
I definitely want to get a tattoo soon because it would just be a way of showing people who I am.
Where would you get it?
On my arm. All over my arms, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are gonna. Okay, cause I was about to say, like, you showing us who you are. Where you gonna get it at? Like, you gonna see it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about getting one obviously in a few years, because my mom will love me right now. Obviously, I'm 13, but just like something small right here. Yeah, I know exactly what it's gonna be too.
Okay.
A bat.
I wanted a tattoo. I wanted to say "Walking on Sunshine" on my foot or whatever, but then I was like, I don't know, because I don't like needles. So, okay, tattoos though. Okay, well, tattoos for a lot of people are definitely like a tough subject, only because I know for in the religious community, I'll say Christians for sure, because I am one. It's really taught against, don't put none on your body, blah, blah, it's God's temple. And I agree with that. But also, my thing would be, do you know the history behind them? And are you making it different? You're not going to get teardrops on your face, are you?
No.
Okay.
Nothing on my face.
None right here, are you?
No.
Okay. We don't. Just got to make sure. Right. Okay, so does anybody know, some history on tattoos?
Well, I know in ancient Egypt, they used them to mark themselves, and I think it showed their status in the community, and in tribal tattoos and stuff like that. So it shows your status.
Egypt was one of the places that I looked up and said that they use tattoos for healing. I don't know how you do that. Religion, and sometimes as a form of punishment.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So they was like, oh, this is what you about to do?
My thing is, how would you punish them? They must have like put their crime on there, like you stab somebody in the face.
Listen, one of the people. Wait, because I read that.
Someone stabs someone in the
Okay, in
face.
ancient. No, wait. Okay. Oh, in ancient China, it was considered barbaric, and slaves were marked to display ownership, and they also tattooed characters on convicted criminals' faces. Like it would say prisoner or you killed somebody or whatever. Like,
I mean,
so we don't walk away from that person. Because they walk around killing people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just like knowing the history of it, it's kind of like, do I really want one?
right.
I don't know. You still want one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with tattoos, I think that there are certain tattoos that you just shouldn't be ignorant when you get them on you.
Right.
You should know the history of it before you get it. Or
Right.
else you're going to be stuck with that on you forever. And then you're going to get screamed at by people and you're going to get pissed off at them.
Right.
And even though it's not really their fault that you didn't know the history behind it.
Or like if you see like a cool symbol and you get a tattoo of it and you kind of find out that you're Christian and it's like the sign of the devil, like you just get that.
Right, like
And then
I
people
probably
be like-
shouldn't get a triangle anywhere near me or anything
Right.
like that.
Yeah, like
Right.
someone with an eye in it.
Or like more recently, I was looking stuff up, and it was a case against a quarterback. I know it's Aaron Hernandez or something like that. I don't think he was a quarterback. He was a tight end. He was a former Patriots tight end, and he has like tattoos of like the murder weapons that was used to kill people that he's getting, he's on trial for and stuff like that.
Well,
so
I didn't know that
what's the point? Like,
Why did you do it?
Like,
Why?
I don't understand. Like, stuff like that. Like, I know it's an art symbol, but why would you want that represented on you? And especially if you could get caught. And this is the exact gun that was used in the murder. You got the amount of bullets that was used.
Right.
He had the cartridges.
You doing too
Come
much, sir.
on,
Right.
come on.
And but I feel like too. Do you agree with me on this part that tattoos sometimes people could be like not lashing out, but trying to be like I'm rebellious. I don't want to follow the rules. Like that's how I feel like some tattoos are. Like when did you get tattooed? Like for what? Because you just don't want to follow the rules. That's how I feel like it is. Like just trying to force their way through society. I don't want to look like a normal person. Like, do you agree with that?
Yes. I agree with that. I think sometimes people just do things to stand out, which even though it's not really them, which I don't think people should do because that's not really you. You're an individual. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, people just have problems.
People just have problems. Okay. Oriana, what do you think about that?
I mean, a lot of times I see kids who were raised by Christians, but the kids are like atheists and they like want to piss their parents off basically.
On
So like,
purpose,
okay,
right.
I'm gonna get a tattoo just to get you mad and show you I don't believe in what you like, what you believe. It's like, okay.
But do you see how ridiculous that is though? Only because for that split hair of a second, you getting that tattoo, but you're always gonna have it, and your parents are gonna die, and they're not gonna care.
Oh my God!
It's done with.
Right.
All right.
To you.
When we come back, we're gonna hear what Holly has to say because I feel some Holly vibes
Tension,
going on
right?
about the tattoo.
Right.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. RT. Welcome back to Real Teens Real Talk and a Happy New Year once again. Today we've been discussing tattoos, and before we left, we were talking about people who get tattoos. Sometimes they're lashing out or being rebellious. And before we left, I was feeling some vibes from Holly, like she wanted to say something. So go ahead, Holly, take it away.
I feel like maybe sometimes it's the case, but really that's not all the time. I did a lot of research on that aspect, and
Buckle up.
a lot of
Put your
people.
Holly seatbelts on.
A lot of people like discriminate against other people because they think that it's only because they rebelled or are breaking the rules.
True.
Like 60% of human resource professionals report that tattoos have a negative impact on an applicant's chance of being hired.
It's true.
And like
And
certain
your name
things-
does too.
But
Yeah.
not all the time is that the case. Like my teacher, he's got a giant tattoo of his family crest. Like certain things like that. Like I'm not saying. I'm just saying. That's
Where's it
what
at?
Here. His arms are big. But anyways.
Wait, hold on. Did you say his arms are fake?
No, his arms are big.
Oh, I thought she said fake. I was about to say.
And it says, it said his family what?
Crest. like, he's weird, but, you know.
Your teacher's gonna see you. Like, how do you guys?
I like you, but you're weird. Anyways. And I feel like people can get tattoos like with a meaning behind it, and it's not always just to rebel or just to do something like that. Because if people tend to think that way, then maybe they're gonna be like, well, I don't want you handling my stuff. I don't want you doing this because you're rebellious. But that's not always the case.
Well, you know people are going to judge you regardless.
Well, yeah.
That's one thing I will say. People are going to judge you regardless. Whether you have tattoos, whether you have long hair, short hair,
right.
you a girl or a guy, talk this way, look this way, whatever. Like, people are going to do that anyway. But I feel like as far as being in the professional scene, I feel like they feel like you are a representation of them in some way since they pay your bills, I guess.
Yeah.
So they probably want you to wear a long sleeve so that we don't see the family crest. So, you know, if your school lets them show a family crest, go ahead and show a family crest. Hey, do what you do. We can't stop you.
Right.
But when I looked it up, it did say tattoos may once have been a way for people to act out or to symbolize a rebellion or to set themselves apart from society. But now tattoos hold a meaning to whoever wears them, so we gotta respect that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want one anymore though.
Why? Because the research?
Yeah, because once you look something up and you really, you know, get into it, you like, never mind. I don't want to do it no more. Yeah, I don't want to do it no more. Okay, so let's talk about this famous tattoo. It's called the teardrop tattoo. Oh my God. Okay. So when I saw, you know who really got, a lot of people have it, but
rappers.
Kevin Gates got it and Lil Wayne got it.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the first one I saw with Lil Wayne. It says these are a couple things that could have happened. These are the only things that could have happened. Either you killed someone while you were in prison.
While you were in prison.
Right. Either you were raped while you were in prison. In prison, okay?
In prison.
Either this acknowledges the loss of a family member.
Okay.
Or it acknowledges the loss of a fellow gang member.
Oh. Okay.
So it's not good regardless.
Yeah, basically.
That's the point. So what's up with everybody getting these tattoos? I see females with these tattoos. And they so proud, like, yeah, I got this tattoo on my face. Like, they don't even, like, if I had that, and I would be like, I don't want nobody to see that. Like,
hey guys.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of concealer, just.
Yeah, like, I would want to cover it up. I don't know. I probably wouldn't want to get it, but,
I mean, unless you, like, really do want to show off that you were raped in prison or something. I mean, unless you really want people to see that. But, I mean, I feel like if you don't know the history behind it, then please do not do that, because people are going to be like, oh.
Yeah, because I do believe that sometimes we do follow the wave of the crowd.
Yeah.
Just because, like, oh, y'all going to Pearson Pagoda? Y'all going to get a tattoo?
Right.
I'm coming too. No, stay home.
Right. Read the book.
Watch Dr. Phil.
You can give us some good advice, though. You can give us some good advice. Okay, so here's another question for tattoos. If your child wanted a tattoo, at the age that you are right now, would you let them get one?
No. Oh, sorry.
Well, you're also 13, and I'm like 17.
Okay, but it's still.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she said no.
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you say, Rihanna?
Yeah, go ahead.
How old are you?
16.
Okay.
I would say yeah. But you have to show me the design that you want. You're going to tell me why you want to get it. If somebody else is getting it, I want to know why you're getting the same thing as somebody else. Because you're going to have this on your body for the rest of your life.
Right.
And so are they. So you just want to be like everybody else now.
And don't get it in a place that your skin will never look the same.
Right. Mm-hmm. Because if you're going to get it on your stomach, you
don't know what can happen.
You don't know. And when you have, if you're a girl, when you have a baby.
Ugh. That's nasty.
So you have to put in deep thought and deep consideration into what you do. Again, make your choices wisely.
Wisely.
Okay. You said you would, and you said no. Why did you say no?
Well, because I feel like, as much as I am a teenager, I also feel that sometimes we don't make the best decisions. And I would have them wait until they were old enough to make their own decisions for themselves, like 18 or when they're, adults, until they can actually, consider to get a tattoo. Right. That's just because, I wouldn't want, my age I am now, I wouldn't want a 13-year-old, first of all, going around getting a tattoo. Right. Even, when they're a little bit older and stuff, I just feel kind of uncomfortable with my kid doing that, and, I want them to wait and really consider it.
So you're going to wait for yours?
Yeah, until I'm like 18. I want to get it when I'm 18.
Okay.
I mean, I have to wait till I'm 18 too, but that's like a year.
Well, because I thought your parents could take you with them or something.
Yeah, you can go with your parents. You have to have parents'
Yeah,
permission.
that's why.
But whose parents are gonna let them get a tattoo?
Hey, you'd be surprised. I know a
Honestly,
couple.
yeah.
All right, when we come back, we're going to finish our discussion on tattoos and the pros and cons of getting a tattoo. And like she said before, there is some discrimination about it. So when we come back, that's what we're going to discuss. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. RT. Welcome back to Real Teens Real Talk. And before we left, we were discussing tattoos. Now, before we left, Holly was telling us that people discriminate against tattoos in the workforce. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because a lot of the, like, you know, not even just business people, but like the owners of companies and like bosses, they all think, oh my god, they got it because be rebellious or they're not responsible, and they just make assumptions if you have like a tattoo or multiple. I think that people should focus on how you do your work rather than what you look like doing it.
Absolutely. Okay. I agree with that. Okay, go ahead.
Are you?
Oh yeah, Oriana. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I agree with Holly, but at the same time, there are like certain jobs where it's obviously not going to be looked upon as, yeah, you got a tattoo, you look great. Like, if you're going to be a politician, they gonna look at you like you a fool, okay?
And two, it depends on where, because you know they mostly wear suits all the time, so everything's covered. So they like, can't see my tattoos.
If someone takes a picture of you uncovered, then it's obviously gonna go online, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, so and so got a tattoo." It's like,
Have you ever really seen like a politician with a short sleeve shirt? I've always seen.
I don't think I've ever seen them with a short sleeve.
No,
I've always
I
seen
have
Obama
not.
with,
Like,
like, a
even in
long-
summer and
Yeah,
stuff, they're
with the
just
tie.
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah.
Even when he was wearing casual clothes, I don't think I.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it that one time. If he has them, he got them hidden good.
Yeah.
He'll probably show him what's in the
So
box,
much
though. Be like, look what I got. Yeah, he'll probably show it later. Okay. Another question for you about tattoos. Do you think that, well, I'll say it this way. You said that you don't think people should be discriminatory against people who get tattoos. If you had a business, would you put that person with the tattoo in the front, or would you just have them working somewhere back there?
It depends on what kind of business. Like what I want to go into when I get older.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I get older, I want to be like a nurse. So if I was running like a clinic or something, I mean, kids like tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Like they like stuff. Like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? So like, especially if I run something with like a lot of kids and stuff like that, kids are really interested in stuff like that. And I mean, but also you got to think about the parents too. Like, what are the parents gonna think if somebody comes in there with a tattoo of like a lady? A naked lady on their arm.
You know, like, they move right here.
Right.
That's your
So
service.
I think it depends on what kind of tattoos you have, and I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't discriminate against somebody who has tattoos, because that's an art form. That's a way that you express yourself, and I would respect them for that.
Okay. Holly, would you put them in the front, or would you be like, come
It
back here,
depends
y'all?
on how they were. If they did their job right and good, I would not care if they had tattoos or not. You know, of course, if one of them were like super inappropriate and I was running like what she said, I'd be like, maybe you should just cover that one up because I don't really want a 4-year-old seeing that. But like, you know, if they were fine and good and professional, I would totally put them in the front. Yeah.
Okay. Oriana?
I think it depends on what kind of business you're in. I know for like a lot of musicians, they have all kinds of tattoos.
Correct.
But for other businesses, some people just need to chill out with their tattoos. Like if I see you have someone's, I don't know, vagina or something on that,
Right.
okay, get out of here.
Because people really do get crazy tattoos like that.
But listen though, you're saying that it depends on the profession. Now, if you try to go to be a teacher, minus the family crest person, if you try to be a teacher and they see that, because if that's how you dress at your interview, and they say, you know, what's the difference between them saying that or one day you being a business person and saying, yeah, we don't want to see that one, so go back there.
But at the same time,
Like either they gonna discriminate against you right now because of whatever you may have. That's why when you go for an interview, cover everything up.
Yeah.
Right.
See
Yeah,
nothing.
that's what I'm saying.
But what's the difference between them discriminating against you now, and then you doing it later on when you get business?
Right.
I'm just asking.
I don't think there is a difference
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, discrimination is discrimination. It doesn't
Right.
matter who's doing it.
Right.
You just got to be
Or for
mindful,
what
you know,
reason.
and, you know, make sure that you don't do that.
I feel like it's definitely, because I know another thing that people get discriminated for is their names on applications.
Yeah.
So I've heard that plenty of times. Like if your name ends with a or a sh or it starts with a l something or whatever, they be like, yeah, we good.
Really?
We don't need
I
that.
have not heard of this.
Because, yes, because what people think is, and especially with the African American community, I'm not even trying to front. Y'all know that if your name start with a l or something, you be ready. Like you be ready to get at it with somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
in most cases, that's what it
different,
seems like.
like different. You know, like when your name is different,
Right.
regardless. If they can't say it right, they're like, what? What? What is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I have a feeling because one day, when I get married and have kids, I want to have a daughter named Elite. And I think that people are gonna look at her application and be like, "Oh, she probably bougie. She probably thinks she the best." This, whatever. Then, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how people are. So I feel like with tattoos, you really can see that. I don't have to tell you my name if I'm helping you at work,
Right.
but you gonna see my arm,
Right.
if it's out. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like just judge people by how they act, how they do their work, you know, how they perform as an employee.
Judge people by the contents of their character.
Come on, Martin. That's what I would say.
Have a dream.
She had a dream that she didn't get discriminated for her back tattoo. We ain't gonna discriminate you. We still keep you on the show. You
Right.
got your back tattoo. Okay. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up. It seems like we're going by so fast.
I know.
Okay, when we come back, we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna give you our final thoughts on tattoos. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. RT. Welcome back to Real Teens Real Talk. I'm your host Carolyn, and today we've been discussing tattoos. Right now, we're going to give our final thoughts on the topic, and we're going to start with Miss Izaria.
I think tattoos can be an awesome thing. They're an art form. They help you express who you are. But I also think that they can hinder you from some things. Like, I'm a very open person when it comes to employment and stuff like that, but employers might not be the same way, and they might judge you for what you have on your body. So I think you do what you do, but at the same time, think about what you do. Use your mind.
Think. Go ahead.
I think tattoos can be a beautiful thing, but at the same time, please don't get no stupid tattoos. Like if you get your boyfriend's name on your arm and then y'all break up,
Oh my god.
oh, you gonna look at your arm like I hate him. I hate him. It's like, oh my god, why would you get his name on your arm in the first place?
Okay, Azaria said think, Oriana said don't be stupid.
I have a message for all of you business owners. Please do not discriminate against people with like body art and stuff. I mean, like, just like see how they work before, you know, you'd like just go nope, back, bye, see ya. Just give them a chance. Some of them might be bad, but they could easily be as bad as like a person without any body art.
This is true.
So you need to like give everyone an equal opportunity because they could be the best employee you ever had, and they can have they can have an arm sleeve, and they'll be great. So think about it.
All right. Think. Don't be stupid. And employers everywhere, give equal opportunities. See, I got it. That just summed up the whole show. Very good. All right, before we leave, don't forget to watch our sister show, the DJ Star Show, every Friday at 10 p.m. Don't forget to watch our show, Real Teens Real Talk, every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on Time Warner Channel 20. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Real Teens Real Talk. If you would ever like to be a part of our show and are the ages 13 through 19 and have a voice and is ready to be heard, don't forget to email us at realteensrealtalk@gmail.com, which is spelled REALREEL @gmail.com. And also, don't forget to keep them 100. See you later.
Bye.